an amazing thing to watch guys grow. And I think this offseason is going to be the best offseason, Ohio State's had. There's a lot of guys that are just ready, to bust their butts. I know that for a fact. And I think, we're just all excited. We're really excited to get this thing rolling again.
Bryson, what do you think is the biggest thing that changed for you guys after halftime to allow the defense to play much better in the second half?
It's just a mindset. Defense it just comes down to a mindset, and I think at times, we lack that kind of dog mentality that all these guys, all these greats before us talk about. And I think we found it, and I was just telling them I think it's a turning point, for this program, really, for this defense. And I think, it just builds a lot of confidence and momentum going into the offseason.
Is there anyone in particular at halftime who said something to the defense to kind of get you guys on the right track?
Yeah, I was just telling them Demario McCall. You know him, the passion he has for this program, it's unmatched, and I love Demario. I'm really going to miss him, and without him, things could have gone sideways there. He really gathered the group, got us in, got us all going.
What did he say?
We'll just keep that in the locker room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be some guys on your defensive coaching staff who are, probably going to be some changes here. Was there like a motivation to make sure that, all of those guys go out with a win regardless of what happens?
Of course, we love all those guys, I think, this year is the most fun I've had playing football in my entire life, and I think, Tommy, guys like that would say the same, really just a group, the chemistry, the brotherhood, it was really there. And, these coaches, Coach Barnes, Coach Combs, Coach Rhodes, really special group, and, I love all of them, and we'll see how it plays out, but we're excited for the future.
When you say that, obviously you guys had an up and down year, in performance on defense, but you say it was the most fun year you ever had. What made it so fun?
I think the journey, the ups and the downs, just kind of being in it. You learned a lot, and the lessons you learned. COVID was still around. It wasn't all great with COVID and stuff. There's just a lot of adversities that we've gone through, and at such a young age. I think it's really benefit for all of us. And it was just the journey. I would say the overall journey.
What do you think are the biggest pieces of adversity, the biggest lessons you learned this year that you're now going to be able to apply to being better in 2022?
I would say you just got to keep swinging. Coach Day talks about it all the time. Just keep swinging. If things aren't going to go your way, there's going to be people that doubt you in everything you do, really. And you just got to block out that noise, put your head down, and just keep going and keep swinging. And eventually, you're going to take some hits too. You just got to grab one, survive those down moments, and then when you get back up, you're on top. You just got to run with it. You just got to break through. Just got to keep going.
When you're watching your offense look like that in the second half, when you're watching guys who you practice against every day, and CJ and Jackson connect in the way that they did, what's the impact on the defense when you're seeing them play?
It made me happy. It made us all really happy. First half to the first half, we knew they were going to have to keep scoring. Our offense and Jackson Smith. His play speaks for itself. But none of us were surprised. You go back to the Nebraska game, Garrett was out. They were really focusing on Chris, and Jackson stole the show. We're just loaded. Loaded. It's the next guy, next man up, competitive excellence, like this program always talks about. And it's just the way this program does things. Guys are always going to be ready.
Last question.
You mentioned Demario giving that speech. Can you explain kind of what he meant to you and meant to this team that maybe people didn't see behind the scenes?
Yeah, Demario is one of the most honest, truthful, big-hearted guys I've ever been around in the locker room, and he's nothing but great. For this team, this program, and I think sometimes people only look at performers on the field, which Demario has stepped up big on special teams and stuff this year, and he's played well when he's been in. But what they don't see is the impact these guys have in the locker room and have on the team. His impact. Coach Day just said it in the locker room, and I think it needs to be said. I think Demario, his legacy in that program is going to be left behind, and it's going to be a big loss from a leadership standpoint. He definitely didn't get the credit I think he deserved for just how great of a man he is.
Awesome.